All right, guys. So I'm here at a closing. We just recently closed on a property. This is the seller, Mrs. Rhonda Cook. She's great to work with. We just recently closed on the property, and we're just going to kind of briefly run over the details and the process of the closing and how we got here to the closing table. Let's start off by asking you, Ms. Rhonda, how did you find out about me?
I received a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Called you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it went to my neighbor's house,
Mm-hmm.
and my neighbor brought it down.
Uh-huh.
So I called you, and we were going to set up something for the following day, but
Mm-hmm.
you said you could come today if
Mm-hmm.
that was all right. We met. We went through the house, went through the garage, talked about plans that you might do, and agreed.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted the house, and I certainly needed to sell it.
Mm-hmm. So you told me what you were asking for the property.
Right, I did.
I looked at it, I assessed it, and I told you what I can offer you for the property.
Right.
All right.
And
And we kind of met right there in the middle.
yes, we did, and
All right.
I accepted it.
Mhm.
I accepted the offer.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that I would, at that price, I would not be able to pay any closing cost whatsoever, nothing.
Uh-huh.
You agreed. You said you take care of all the closing costs.
Mhm.
In fact, I didn't have a way over here, and you brought me. I'm from Portsmouth, and you brought me over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a very, very pleasant deal. We've just agreed on everything. And I was real impressed
Mm-hmm.
with your knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and your demeanor. And I told you about a house that I really needed to sell, that I was co-owner of.
This is actually another property.
This
not the
is
property.
this is another
this is
property,
another property where
in
she
another
was,
city.
right. If she was, it's not to cut you off. It's a real tricky situation. We don't have a bunch of time to explain it, but she's a co-owner. She's on the deed of another property, and they're in the middle of. She's really trying to get her interest out of the property, and she's kind of having a hard time. Paired with the fact that she doesn't really have the funds available. Really, nobody wants to pay an attorney. I hate to say that in an attorney's office right now as we're speaking, but she figured, hey, if I can save some money, I need somebody to help me put a letter together to encourage some people to, allow me to get my interest out of a property. All right, so just having a little bit of knowledge that I have. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I am able to help where I am able to help. I helped her draw up a letter to kind of begin a process to get her interest out of this property at no charge. And that's just something I always like to offer people, because I don't like to nickel and dime people for everything. Because at the end of the day, I want us to all walk away from this closing feeling like we got a fair deal. So that's one service that I like to offer. I like to view it as a competitive, advantage over competitors. But not too much about me. We're gonna get back to you.
Well, we have to go a little more about you, because we were about 2 hours in the library, and he did a lot of figuring that I just couldn't figure. I couldn't figure it out, and he helped me word it and told me, how to mail it and that sort of thing. So I couldn't have done it without him. And this was supposed to have been settled in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
The house is now paid off, and we're going to have to do something. And he is good as an attorney as far as I'm concerned, and very, 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 very helpful.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the happiest you can be, how would you say that, how happy are you?
10 times 10.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't be happier with this business deal. I could not.
Okay. And that's all, like I said, I aim to, I just love to hear, success stories. And, I love when people say, hey, it was awesome working with you. This property is great to, to get this burden off my back. I no longer have to worry about this property. I feel like I got a fair deal.
Yep.
It was fast. Didn't have to use a real estate agent. Didn't have to pay real estate commissions. Didn't have to pay closing costs. Didn't have to do any repairs to the property. I came out, looked at the property, bought it in as-is condition. No contingencies, not contingent on any repairs getting done or anything like that. This is just one of the many success stories. I love working with people. and I just wish I could get everybody on camera. But I would just also like to say to you, it was a blessing working with you. You're a very easy person to work with, and
Well,
I wish it was more. I wish it was like 10 or 100 of you out here. So
I firmly believe God had a part in this.
Yes, ma'am.
You came at a time when I was quite desperate.
Mm-hmm.
So
and it's very important.
I thank you. I thank
right.
you.
Yeah, I thank you. I think it's very important that when somebody's in a desperate situation, that we don't take advantage of them.
Right.
That we don't take advantage of them. That we do make them a fair offer on the property.
Right.
And that we do offer, you know, the best, you know, deal that we possibly can.
And I'm satisfied.
And I
I'm
think
very satisfied.
All right. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for visiting. The number's on the website. If you got any questions, feel free to give me a call directly. I answer the phone calls, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible if I'm not able to answer for you. Thank you.